Hey, what's going on everybody? Today in Pokemon Legends EA, I'm going to show you where to find all of the colorful screws in the Vert district. So there's going to be 9 different sectors within the Vert district, and I found a total of 22 colorful screws in there. Here's our starting location. We're going to go through each sector and pick them up in order. So we're going to start up in Sector 1. Keep in mind with some of these, you're going to have the glider unlocked. And if you don't have the glider unlocked yet, keep progressing the main story missions. Those are going to be the ones highlighted yellow when you open up your map in the top left. We're just outside of the Prism Tower, and the first one is going to be pretty easy to get. You see it right up here. All of them are going to be shining bright purple, like this one is. So we just got to climb up this ladder and pick this one up. Some of them are going to be very easy, other ones not so much. And if you want to check to see how many screws you've gotten so far, just go into your satchel, go over to other items, and at the very bottom you can see how many colorful screws you have. So that's our first one. We'll head right behind this building and we can see the next screw. It's up there. Right, so we're just going to climb up this ladder. This one's pretty simple as well. And we just want to drop down, just carefully drop down onto the skinny ledge right there. Okay, so we're still in Sector 1. We're just behind this big building. You'll see a bunch of scaffolding behind it. And we can see there's one screw up top on the top right of this building. There's also one in the courtyard. So there's going to be 4 in total we have to get in Sector 1. Alright, basically just going to make our way up the platforms with the arrows on them. Go up any ladder that we see. And for this part, we're going to use the glider, but there isn't a whole lot of space, as you can see, for us to glide. So you just want to hit the A button to glide right as you leave the ledge. Basically just spam the button. Just spam that A button so you can start the glide as soon as possible. It's going to dip down and then it's going to bring you up. And this is where the exact location is. So it's right in between Sector 1 and Sector 3. Alright, now we're going to head inside the courtyard of the same building that we just got the last screw in. It's going to be right about here. Actually, you can see it down there on the ground. Okay, there we go. There's our location again. Next, you'll want to head over to Sector 2. Sector 2 is pretty small. There's only one building. Head inside of the courtyard for this building in Sector 2. And you'll see there'll be a ladder right on the north side. We'll climb up the ladder. Anytime you see wooden boxes stacked up like this, you can usually just walk right up those. Just like that. Yeah, and then we'll have the one and only screw in Sector 2 right here. Next, we're going to make our way east to Sector 3. I'm actually starting at the location of where the screw is. But, yeah, this is where the screw is on top of this building. But here, let me drop down so I can show you how to get up here. We're going to go inside the courtyard to this building right next to it. Yeah, we'll head inside of this courtyard and use the elevator right here. And we're going to be using these a few times. Whenever you see those yellow arrows, that'll take you to the top of the building. And from there, just follow the ramps, the blue ramps with the arrows on them. There will be some wild Pokemon you got to fight up here. I think I took out most of them already. There's two different ways to make this jump here. I sprinted, rolled, and then used my glider, but you don't have to do it that way. I'm going to show you a much easier way. So if you go to the small roof right next to it, yeah, any slanted roof, you can climb up it, and all you have to do is just walk off the edge and press the A button to glide, and it'll take you right here. I kind of did it the hard way first because I wasn't sure what to do, but yeah, just walk off the edge. Once you start dropping, just hit your A button, and it'll take you right up. And we'll have to use that technique a few times to get all the screws. Right, in the next screw for Sector 3, we're going to go up the same elevator we used before. Yeah, so there's going to be the next screw just over there. So we're going to take a similar pathway. Just when we get up to the top of this building, we're going to drop down. We're going to drop down and make our way over. So we got that one there. If you look down off the side of this roof towards the water, you can see another screw down there. It's right on the border of sectors 3 and 6. So I think I actually get that one with the sector 6 ones. So now we'll make our way over to sector 4. So we're going to head over to this elevator. Here's the location of it. Take it to the roof. And we're just taking that so we can get into this courtyard in the center. We're going to have 3 screws we can get in this courtyard. Yeah, but let's get this one at the bottom first. Use your glider to get over there. You can probably even do a roll off the edge of the roof. If you use your roll there, it'll let you get a little bit farther if you're having trouble with that jump. But now that we got that one, let's head back up to the top of the roof. All right, we'll just make our way around to the far side, pick up this easy one here. And then we'll glide over, get a nice sprint going, and then use your glider. And then we'll do it once more to reach the screw that's below that platform. There we go. Yeah, and I did a roll there, but I don't think that's even necessary. It actually almost made me miss the jump. Alright, now we can make our way back up to the roof, and we can see our next screw off there in the distance. That one's actually off in Sector 5, but let's head over there now. And we'll have to do a a roll to get this one, but we'll actually have to start from the bottom here. You just make your way up the ladder, and then we'll do the first roll right here. And whenever you roll, it takes you to whatever platform's below you. And we'll do it one more time into this one. And there we go. And here's the exact location on the map. Now we'll head back east a little bit to Sector 6, and there'll be one right near the waterway. Yeah, it's just up top there. So we'll just roll to this platform here, climb up the ladder, and then walk our way over to the screw. That one wasn't too bad. Okay, head a little bit more east. Here's our location. We're going to go up this ladder. We can see the screw on the other building, so we'll just have to do this one. You will have to glide over. If you're not reaching all the way, just try to sprint, roll, and then use your glide. So it'd be B, Y, A. So B to sprint, Y to roll just before you get to the edge, and then A as soon as you're in the air to use your glider. Okay, so we're still in Sector 6. Make your way over to this location. Good to see a whole bunch of scaffolding. Climb up the ladder. We can't really climb at all in this game, so we'll have to drop down and then walk across this skinny platform. Okay, most of this is pretty straightforward. Alright, here's the next location. It's right on the outskirts of the map in Sector 6. We got some more scaffolding to climb. Go up the long ladder, and then... Alright, yeah, it looks like we gotta make our way over to the left side, and then there's a ladder up there that'll take us higher. Okay, and here's a look at our exact location. As you progress through the story, you'll battle a bunch of people inside of Racine Construction, and once you do, you'll be able to go in there and pick up a colorful screw. Yeah, it's going to be a mission where you have to battle a certain streamer, and then right after that mission is the one where you actually get the gliders. If you haven't already gotten this one, right outside of Racine Construction here, you can pick up an easy screw. It's right on top of these platforms. It's really just a matter of walking up and getting it. All right, if you head a little bit further west down the street, if you haven't spoken to this guy yet, just want to use an electric move. Okay, so let's use an electric move on there, power up this elevator. Here's a location again on the map. And then if you look directly across, there'll be some grass connecting these two buildings. And we can easily just drop down and pick up this screw. Now you'll want to make your way west over to Hotel Z in that area. Here's the location, and there'll be a ladder there we can climb up. And once we're on the roof, it's just drop down a couple levels, and we can pick up the colorful screw right here. And then walk along this roof here. We're going to have to jump from this one over to the green one there. It's kind of tough if you try to do it along the edge like that. So what you'll want to do is just go to the higher part of the roof. Any roof that's slanted like this, you can climb up it. And we're just going to do a glide over. And then from there, we'll just want to climb up the ladder that's on the left-hand side. And we'll have a screw up top. Alright, so just a couple more to go. Yeah, if we go a little bit north of Hotel Z, there'll be a courtyard and a bunch of scaffolding in the center of it. And we can make our way to the top and pick up a screw there. This one's pretty easy, just be careful climbing across these skinny parts, but there we go. Alright, so we're down in Sector 9. We go up this ladder here, climb onto the upper part of the roof. And then we're going to do our trick where we walk off and then glide over. If you miss it like that, you can just climb right back up. Yeah, so once you see your character start dropping, hit the A button. Yeah, you pretty much want to hit the button right away. And once you make that gap, just work your way across the roof. Alright everybody, so that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like the video, leave a comment down below. I'll be making a guide on how to find all of the screws in every district, so make sure to subscribe for more.